This is the second tag, understand classroom language. By the end of this session, part you will have defined how lessons are started and finished, identified elements and phrases that can be used to start a lesson, developed ways to promote social language when starting and finishing a lesson. I think this task is very, very, very important for all of us. Let's listen to how these teachers start these lessons, then match them with their approach. Greeting the learners, collect homework, take the register, discuss a topic, and start the plan. Please listen to and try to match.
There's always so much to get through, so I just like to go into the classroom and start.
The sound, please, Mr. Abdulwahab. I can't hear.
Straight away. Plus, it's better to keep the children busy. I usually fill the register in later.
I like to start with a bit of a chat. The topic depends on the class level and also what's going on. For example, we might talk about an important football game or a popular TV program.
I always start with the register. I think it's good to have a routine, and the children expect this. If something interesting has come up recently, I can bring it up at this point. Recently, Maya was absent because she had to go to the maternity hospital with her mother. So I asked her, "How's your baby brother?"
With younger classes, we often sing a hello song to start the lesson. With the older ones, I just say good morning or afternoon and the whole class replies. Sometimes I ask a few of the children how they are to make sure they're listening and ready for English.
There are so many tests these days that I nearly always have to set homework, so I usually start the next lesson by asking them to get their papers out and pass them to the front row.
Okay, Mr. Ham, can we match their approach to starting the lesson? Number one, what do you think? Greeting learners or collecting homework, taking the register, discuss a topic, or start the plan?
No, I don't know, really.
What about the second two? The number 2 or 3 or 4, 5, 4 or 5?
Yes, number 3 is discussing topic. Number 5 is greeting the learners.
5 or 4?
5, I think 5. I don't know. I think it's 5.
Let's keep your answer. Number 1 is start the plan. Number 2, discuss a topic. Number 3, take the register. Number 4, greet the learners. The last one is collect homework. Which approach do you prefer to use in class and why? This is, you have your answer. Let's talk about language we use when we start or finish a lesson. When you start a first lesson, you can use English or your own language or both. Neither I don't do this activity. Now, look at the activities. Grading learners, taking the register, collecting the homework, discussing topics such as the weekend, beginning the lesson, asking what they like about the lesson, doing a game at the end, setting homework, telling learners to put their books away, saying goodbye. We can match them with the other. Look at the second page. Match the following phrase to the activity above and write them into the table. If you look at number 1, can I collect the homework? This is number C. We can say collecting the homework. Do you hear it? This is the answer. This is the answer. What about the second role play, the start of the lesson? This is another These are tasks are in your book. Look at lesson activities should be used in the class. At first, grade the class. Ask the learners why they are late. We can ask them. Can you share me? Can you read Miss Rahab? Other gentleman is out.
The words are so small.
Okay, I can see them. Good morning, everyone. How are you all today? Are you all well? Why are you late? The second one is talking to the class about the weather or about someone's clothes. Is it very hot today? Isn't it? Do you feel hot? Like that. Another, taking the register and ask about absent learners. B hasn't arrived. Ask the class to remember the last session. Deal with an interruption such as someone losing their pen or book. Get a member of the class to ask latecomer why they are late. Ask you to talk about last night of the weekend. Work in pairs and ask. A classroom language check. This is a class. This is a language we can use it. At the start of the lesson, the class provide opportunities for both the learners and the teacher to use language. The teacher should be relaxed and friendly. The teacher can ask open questions that encourage the learners to speak. The last one, commenting on the weather or what the teacher and the learners have done in their free time, provides functional language that the learners can use outside the classroom. I hope someone can share me. Mr. Saeed, don't speak. Why, Mr. Saeed? I want you to speak. Mr. Muhammad. Look, Mr. Hab with me. This
Yes.
is the answer. Okay. This is a question and can ask you to match them with pencil fiddler or latecomers, hot classrooms, lost object, and absentee. This is the feedback so to you. When you are finishing the lesson, after you finish the lesson can also be important for a number of reasons. It can be a good opportunity to consolidate learners or even just to make the learners leave feeling positive about what they have just studied. How do you finish your lessons? Do you have a routine or do you like to try different approach? Here are few common ways that teachers finish their lesson. Can you read them, Ms. Rahab? Can you read?
Can you make the screen clearer?
I think it's more clearer.
I use my glasses and I can see.
Okay. Presenting what has been learned, reviewing the aims of the lesson, doing a cool down activity, getting the feedback, doing a fun activity, giving the feedback, tidying up, reviewing future lessons, giving out homework, using clothing. This is what would you say in this situation? If you have this situation, what would you say? Setting homework, linking lessons, giving feedback, getting feedback, fun activity, using clothing, tidying up, presenting learning. This is what we ask you to match. These are some responses, match them with the right situations. The first one, we can do the first one. Let's play a little game before you finish the lesson. This is, we call it what? Linking lessons.
Fun, I think.
Yeah, you think what?
Fun activity.
Fun activity, great. I agree with you. For homework, I'd like you to turn to page 56. We call it
Setting homework.
Setting homework. Who can share us? Who can share us? Who can? Mr. Muhammad?
Yes, it's me.
Mr. Muhammad, thank you. Thank you.
I'm here with you.
Okay, what did you like about today's lesson?
Getting feedback.
I think so. Getting the feedback. Like, can you put your books and pens away, please? This is we call it.
Tidying up.
Okay, I agree with you, but we don't have a lot of time. Let's go to this is the answer. What else? This is the dialogue in your book. Please work in groups, read the dialogue. How does a teacher keep the dialogue going? If you read it in your book, you can give me the answer. Please look, listen to the dialogue. Let's watch how the teacher finishes her lesson and answer the following question. Please, what is the name of this activity? What does the teacher choose this? Why does the teacher choose this activity? What instructions did the teacher need to give? What was the message at last of the video? Please.
Okay, let's watch the video together and let's answer these questions.
As our final activity, we'll do something that you really like doing, okay? It is what? Chinese whispers. Okay, great. We'll start from, from David. And we'll finish here with Heroe. I'm curious now what Anna heard. What did I say? What did I say?
Don is listening to music.
Is that right, David? No, what did I say?
The lesson is over.
The lesson is over. Okay, great. You're free to go. Well done, everybody.
Okay. What is the name of this activity? Okay, answer please. What is the name of this activity? Can you, Mr. Muhammad, mute himself? Mr. Rahab, can you say what is the name of
I think it's whispering game.
Great, it is Chinese whisper. I say great. What did the teacher choose? What did the teacher choose this? Why did the teacher choose this activity?
I think to make the lesson more fun and active.
Great, and the learners liked it. You can say
Yes.
very fine. What instructions did the teacher need to give? What was the message as the last one? The last message of this activity?
I think this activity is providing listening.
Okay, what is the message? What is the message which the teacher wants to tell the pupil?
The lesson is the end.
The lesson is over. Okay, this is
Yes.
this is your answer. The lesson is over. Right. Social language. Things learners did the previous day. First day is a school performance, play or a concert, local support, event, a piece of local news, a film at the cinema. This we call it social language. We can use at first choose one of the topic about social language and think of the question to build a conversation about it. Films, I'd like to I'd really like to watch a film tonight. Can anyone recommend a good film? I watched it yesterday. It's my favorite film. What's your favorite? We can make a conversation, or you can make a conversation using these questions. The last one is a feedback, a reflective time. This is the questions. Why do you understand 21st century skills? These questions are in Google Classroom task. We can answer it. We answer it on the video. How can we make a conversation? Please go to Google Classroom task. Do at page 25, I think 25, 26, 27, and 28. The next day, inshallah, we can discuss these questions. We can discuss them together. I hope I am very, 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 very grateful for Mr. Hab to join me.
Thank you.
Mr. Muhammad, and thank you, Mr. Said. But I don't hear Mr. Said. Mr. Muhammad, thank you very much. To join
Thank
me.
you, thank you.
I am very proud.
I'm-
Do you have any comment?
no,
Thanks
you
for
are.
your great effort.
Thank you. Waiting for you next time.